Hello and welcome to Smarmalade Plays Halloween Otome. I wanted to do something special for the holiday season. And what is more special than dating a cat? I'm gonna get started because I'm sure that this music is copyright. Ted. And I don't want to get in trouble, so begin, start, load. I'm blonde, I'm blue-eyed, and I'm holding candy, and it's gorgeous. Begin. First name, Emma? Yeah, I didn't know this. My name is Smarmalade, thanks for asking. And my surname is... Ugu? Do you want to play with mini games? Sure. Yes. Next. Radio DJ. And the winner is... Drumroll, please. A lucky lady by the name of Smarmalade Ugu. Congratulations, you've just won yourself an invite to one of the most exclusive and sought-out Halloween getaways ever. Man, am I jealous. Yeah, I was gonna say I looked constipated. Now I just look like I had a dick stuffed up my ass. We'll be in contact with you. I can't read. To sort out the details shortly, but for now, let's get back to some smooth ton. Let's get back to some smooth ton. I'm looking forward to that as well. His voice abruptly cut off as my best friend Mira switched the radio off. You won. You actually, I can't believe, you get to, I'm so jealous. I'm fondling my boob. I actually won. I'm constipated again. I never expected to win. In fact, I'd only entered the competition as a joke when I realized how much Mira wanted to go. Going on a getaway surrounded by star-studded performers and hosted by the famous actor Eric Valdemar was exactly the kind of thing a social butterfly like Mira lived for. Valdemar is like that book series about horses that talk in your mind. Eric Valdemar. I, on the other hand, would just feel nervous and gauche around people of that nature. Maybe you can go in my place? Were you not paying attention to the rules? The prize is non-transferable. Why do I have such a bitchy friend? Get the fuck out of here. Oh. Well, if I decline, they can pick... Oh, no, you don't. If I can't go, then I sure as hell am not letting you back out. I need you to go and tell me all the details when you get back. I can tell you that there's a cat boy, a vampire, and a mummy. And I'm probably gonna get the general ending, so I won't be dating any of them. Please, I won't ask you for anything else, ever. Mira. Come on, you can't tell me there isn't a performer you want to meet. It's not just actors, it's singers, models, catboys, just all-around famous people. Exactly. What if I make a fool of myself? I'll stick out like a sore thumb. Like how both these, I said I didn't do voices, like a long time ago. Both of these girls sound exactly the same. It's pretty sweet. Everyone's gonna be in costume for the entire 2 weeks. What? By the end, they're gonna reek. They won't know if you're not one of them. Besides, even if you mess up, it's not like they'll ever find out who you are. Because that's how I want to date someone. Like, they don't know who I am. That just rocks. Well, I guess I do have a few weeks of vacation time stored up. You mean she was gonna force you to go when you had no vacation? Think about the type of food a fancy event like this will... If there's good food, I'm there. Yes! Thank you so much. I love you forever. There's just one problem. What am I gonna wear? Obviously, I'm gonna dress like Legolas. I looked around at all the magnificently costumed guests and couldn't help but feel out of place. My own costume, that of an elven archer, minus the elf ears, certainly wasn't cheap, but it made me feel like a little kid playing dress-up. I was too nervous to actually go up to anyone, so no one paid me any attention as I leaned against the wall. Mira's going to be very disappointed if the rest of the getaway is like this. I agree. We want to please Mira. I was contemplating trying to start a conversation when the lights went out. Fuck! A murmur went through the hall. I could hear people shuffling, but stayed where I was. There was less chance of being knocked over with a wall on my back, after all. Why? I guess that's a valid concern at a party, maybe? It wasn't long before the lights flared to life once again, and everyone looked toward the staircase. That's because the vampire arrived, I bet you. He doesn't like to arrive in the light. It seemed that our host had finally decided to put in an appearance. He was a chibi, Phantom of the Opera, and his name was Eric Valdemar. Good evening and welcome to this year's spooktacular event! He is the Phantom. A collective groan rose from the crowd, but he continued without paying it any heed because he's a bitch. I know that many of you have attended this event in previous years, but for the sake of the newcomers, I will explain the rules. Date everyone. Rules? Why do we need rules? Well, apart from common sense ones. Seriously, Smarmalade, you know the drill. As always, we have a little game to try to make these 2 weeks much more fun. A few years ago, it was a murder mystery, and I think last year's contest was to see who could correctly guess the most people's identities. This year, we decided to spice it up a bit. You will be split into groups of 4 and given tasks to complete. Then you will be given points depending on if and how you complete them. The team with the most points wins, and gets to engage in a foursome. The crowd was silent. Eric, you crazy. No enthusiasm? Why don't we win? The honor of being this year's champions? Bitch? Yeah, I think he has the right to call people bitch. Who did he invite to this party? They're assholes. Another collective groan. This guy is a lot less cool than I thought he'd be. Smarmalade, you're less cool than everyone thought you'd be. Tuck in your fucking midriff. I kid. We do have amazing prizes, but those are a surprise. The mansion has been remodeled to suit the Halloween feel and cater to the tasks. There are also secret passages, but those are mostly for the servants to get around swiftly. If you enter them and get lost, it could be days before we find you, so please don't. To add to the fun, it is mandatory that you protect your identity until Halloween is over. It's so much more interesting interacting with people who don't know who you are. If you say so, Eric Von Detten. At least I don't have to worry about anyone finding out that I'm a nobody. I'm constipated again. I think that it... How are we gonna be put into groups? Do we decide? Oh, I totally forgot about that. The teams have already been randomly selected. When you return to your rooms tonight, you should find a dossier with all the details you need about your team. Any other questions? The Phantom? Really? Apparently all of my voices sound like they're from New Jersey. Well, I've already done so many iconic roles that it's only fitting I be the other Eric at least once. Well, I think that wraps up the formalities, so mingle, Tilda. The lights cut out once again on his very last word before returning a few moments later. Drama queen. I don't know who that was. Well, he is. Shut up. Hey, Eric Von Detten, what's up? Oh, this is the vampire. Sorry. Everyone's apparently Eric Von Detten, even though they have 2 different color eyes. Alright, what kind of voice is the vampire gonna have? I don't do voices. He's gonna sound just like Eric Valdemar. And what is such a vision of loveliness doing standing all alone? Oh. I beg your pardon? You're not in the mood to socialize? Your voice, vampire, and your Anders-style shoulder pads are gorgeous. Not particularly. Then I guess I should leave. You don't have to. You're so dead sexy. He grimaced as he glanced at his watch. I actually do, but I hope we get the chance to spend more time together over the next 2 weeks. His voice is already tiresome. He shot me a brief smile before disappearing among the partygoers. Well, that was quite something. I agree, Smarm. That brief encounter bolstered my courage enough that I looked around for someone else to talk to. To my left, there was a werewolf that looked like he was trying to blend in with the wall. He's not a cat boy. Well, damn, I'm disappointed. And to my right, there was a mummy leaning disinterestedly against the wall and sipping at a glass of wine. Alcoholic! Everyone else seemed to already be absorbed in conversation. I think I'll try talking to... I think it'll be the mummy. Let's go mummy. I tried to use the walk over to think of something to say to him, but before I knew it, I was in front of him with nothing worthwhile to say. Hi? ... He blinks. His eyes flicked toward me for a second before returning to stare straight in front of him. The dismissal in the act was clear, but I decided to give it one more shot. This isn't quite your scene either? ... Hand on hip. I hate you. This isn't going anywhere. Maybe I'll have better luck with the werewolf. Oh, he looks so sad. I walked over to him, trying to look confident instead of nervous. Hi. He started before looking around for a second to see if I was speaking to someone else. Hi. You don't seem very comfortable.
It's my first time here. It's quite intimidating.
This is mine as well, and I definitely agree about it being intimidating.
Yeah.
Maybe we first-timers should stick together.
Maybe, but, don't we have to stick to our own groups when the game starts?
Oh, don't worry. You guys are obviously in my group. I guess we do. Still, we're bound to have some free time, right?
I guess. I need to go. My manager is calling and I blush you.
See you later then, weirdo.
Later.
Wearing a loincloth. I watched him scurry off like a scared little rabbit. I didn't expect a famous person to be that skittish. I wonder what he does. He's a rent boy.